get started. This is going to be such an awesome call. It's troubleshooting is no trouble at all. We all are going to deal. Oh, Danielle must be getting busy. There she is. We all, every single one of us that have people start with us, they are all going to have at some point or another a time where we have to troubleshoot and we have to change up their products or their regimen a little bit. And it's that thing that makes a difference of somebody staying or quitting. Our support is so, so important. So I want to give you an analogy because I like analogies. I just told this to my husband before I got on. He's like, that's a really good analogy. So here's my analogy. Okay. Imagine that you just joined a gym and I'm just jumping into the call tonight, aren't I, you guys? I just want to welcome you. Thank you for showing up. Typically tell you thank you for showing up. Thank you for being here. You being here means that you're putting your business and yourself first. And it's important to you. This shows that it's important to you to know how to help people, to keep learning and doing things that grow you. So I applaud you and I thank you for being here. Sorry, I didn't say that right in the beginning. I was like, start on time, Tina, start on time. Okay, so let's get into it. But the analogy I wanted to give you is imagine if you joined a gym. You have no idea what to do in a gym. You've never been in a gym. You've never stepped foot on a squat machine or some of the other possibly intimidating machines in a gym, right? Raise your hand if you've been in a gym before. Everybody. Okay. So imagine that you've never been to a gym. You really don't know how to get started, right? So you go to the gym, they give you your key fob now, right? So you can get into the gym any old time that you want to. And the owner just is like, there you go. This is the gym. And you're just kind of on your own to like figure out where's the bathroom and where's the sauna room. And you're just kind of wandering around trying to figure things out. You got to try to figure out what to do on the machines, how to not get hurt. You're kind of watching other people, trying to learn from them. But suddenly you start to feel overwhelmed because you start to feel alone. You're alone. You're standing in this big gym and you're alone. You don't really know how to do the equipment. You don't have a buddy with you. You don't have a friend to go with you. And then suddenly you just don't go that much. It just doesn't seem fun anymore. You have no accountability. You really don't know what you're doing. You're kind of afraid of the equipment. You're intimidated. You feel alone and you just quit. You're done after 30 days. Plexus can be the same way. Someone joins us and we do not help them at all. They're going to feel that same way. They can feel overwhelmed, confused, not knowing what to do. They could feel alone. They might even get really frustrated. They may just read the bottle and take it as the bottle says, which we can do better than that. We're not a read the bottle, go on your own company. That's what sets us apart from sending someone to a store. When they come to our store, we get to help them. They get us personally to help coach them. So take that gym analogy in a little different direction. You go to join a gym. They give you the key fob. The owner says, I'm so happy that you are here. I am going to make sure that you know everything. He takes you for a tour. He shows you the bathroom, the sauna, and then he goes the next step and he takes you through every single equipment. He takes time with you to show you the proper way to squat, the proper way to lift. And if that takes a couple days and you come back the next day and he's going to go through the rest of it with you, you suddenly feel excited. You feel empowered because you're going to know how to do the equipment for the first time ever. You're new to the gym. You're like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited about it. You then tell your buddy about it and she comes with you to this gym because you are so impressed with the owner and how he has taken time with you and shown you everything. And he actually cares about you. The way he's talking to you, he truly, genuinely cares about you and wants you to be happy in the gym. And he says, if you need anything, I want you to come to me and ask me. So you've got a buddy. Now your buddy's going with you. You two are both super excited. You're being consistent because you have an accountability partner, because when you have an accountability partner, you're 80% more likely to be successful at anything. Even if you have a runner partner with you in this business, partner up with someone that has passions like you and run together. So you're super consistent going to the gym, and the gym owner checks in with you. He's checking in with you. Dory, how are you doing? How are you liking it? Do you have any other questions? He's walking around the gym. He's walking around the gym and he sees her lifting. He's cheering her on. He's encouraging her. Hey, Dory, can you do 5 more reps? I bet you got it in you. He's encouraging her. He's supporting. He may even be walking around and say, oh, you're kind of doing that a little bit wrong. Remember the first time I took you through that? You got to bring your arm all the way down and then bring it all up and then really, really squeeze it at the top. Try that once. He's tweaking things. Success in the gym. Plexus is the same way. You guys get that? Like, we bring someone in and we support them that much, love them, care about them, not just with Plexus, but get to know them in their personal life and put in that extra effort that just shows that you care. They are going to have success on their products, right? So the next step is learning how to troubleshoot, because these products are so amazing and so powerful. The body is going to respond. The body might respond through detoxing, might have die-off, might different problems. So we're going to take a look at these things, and you all, I'm sure, have come across them, maybe even had them yourself. I'm going to show you this screen, and I want you to screenshot this if you're on your phone. If you're not, no big deal. I'm going to put this graphic in our chat. Let's see here. Where are we at? I want to enlarge this. Can you guys see that? Okay, this is just, I'm not going to go through this whole thing. It would take too much time, and I will put this in our chat and gift this to you guys because I think it is genius. So I'm just going to go through a couple things. Someone started with the triplex combo. It says at the top, problems that they didn't like because they're not losing weight. I'm just on the top column right here. You next month, you can change them to something else. Know that if they start with triplex, you don't have to stay with triplex. That month in, they've gone 30 days or so. They're, you know, if you can catch that subscription before it goes again, which we want to be able to do, maybe we should try the healthy weight basics, the trim and control. That next month, still, you know, not losing weight, the Renew You combo. And we're going to talk about things that you can ask them if those are their goals. But this is just a kind of a cool chart of how you could kind of change things. Someone starts with slim, active, and ease. Maybe they hated the slim. Maybe they wanted energy and an immune boost. You could change them to the immune basics combo. So you guys can screenshot this or whatever. This is just a good chart I wanted to show you guys. And I'm going to put it in our chat too, so you guys will have it. It's awesome. Just gives you something to kind of be like, maybe I should look at changing them to this one instead. There's always, always options. We want to fight. We want to fight for our people. We do not want to give up on our people, because there's always a way that we can change things up. Always, always, always. Where'd you guys go? Where is my people? There you are. Okay. What is happening? Okay. That graphic went away, right? Or is it still on here? It's gone. Okay. Goodness. So let's talk about some troubleshooting. You guys are gonna definitely want to take notes. And if you can't get all the notes right now, I'm gonna have the recording up tonight. So you can, at another time, listen to the recording, just push pause and rewind it a little bit, whatever you need to do to just take some good notes. You can listen right now, or you can jot notes if you want to, but I do recommend taking them at some point. So we're going to talk about just kind of some general stuff that you might come across, a problem and a solution. So say you have a problem, raise your hand if you've had people pooping too much. Oh my gosh, I'm running to the bathroom. I'm going like 5 times today. What's happening to me? Okay, take note of this. Okay, the solution to this is decreasing your BioCleanse, decreasing their BioCleanse. So if they are taking 4 BioCleanse, reduce it to 2. You can also split that to where it's 1 in the morning, 1 at night. Or you could say, or if you prefer, take 2 at night. If they still are pooping too much, decrease it to 1 BioCleanse. Okay. You can also increase ProBio 5. Decrease BioCleanse, increase ProBio 5. A lot of times that will take care of that issue. You could consider adding Ease, but here's the most important part too, is encourage patience. Patience. Just really, really tell them, I just encourage you to have patience because this is totally normal. I always say that this is totally normal. And this is key, you guys. 6 weeks for normalization of bowel movements is normal. Not 1 week, not 2 weeks, 6 weeks. My bowel movements were probably inconsistent longer than 6 weeks, but that was one of my main issues too. So, okay, so the next problem. Oh my gosh, Tina, I'm so bloated. I'm more bloated than I was before. How many of you guys have had people say that? My problem before was that I was bloated. Now I'm even more bloated. Okay, so here's the solution. Ask if they are constipated. When's the last time they had a BM? If they're constipated, add more BioCleanse. You can up that to 6. If you need to, you can up it to more than that. So play with that. If they're bloated, are you having 2 to 3 BMs a day? I guarantee you probably they're not. Also, another question to ask them is, how much water are you drinking? Many, many times we will find out that people are not drinking enough water. So increase water. We want to have them increase their water. Also, you can change the time of day for the supplements. So look at their day. Like I just went through this with a teacher friend of mine, and I looked at her day and I said, okay, let's talk about what your schedule looks like. And instead of doing your MetaBurn in the morning, how about you put your MetaBurn in your purse and just take 1 MetaBurn with your lunch at school. And that's working better for her. So really just looking at what their life is like and what their schedule is like. We can give them a startup graphic, but that's just a general idea. Typically, we're tweaking that within the first week or 2 because we're troubleshooting. Or we're really looking at what their life looks like and their schedule and how we can show them how they can take the supplements within their schedule. So if they're bloated, ask if they're constipated. Up the BioCleanse. You can increase it up to 6. You can do 3 in the morning, 3 at night, like whatever you have to do. But if they're taking just 2 BioCleanse and they're constipated, up it to 2 more. Don't go from 2 to 6. Up it by 2 and up it by 2. Check it with them that next day. Have you been pooping? Did you poop this morning? No, I still haven't. Okay, take 2 more today. And they might be then up to 6, 2, 2, and 2. Again, tell them to have patience. It takes 6 weeks to normalize bowel movements. That's totally normal. I think that's a key thing to always tell people.
Oh, good night. I'll come up and say good night to you before I go to bed, okay?
So now let's say that someone is constipated, right? They come in, they are constipated. You're going to up that BioCleanse. So say that you have a chart that just says to start with Slim. Yep, start with Slim that first day. Just make sure that they do fine with just the 1 Slim. I also never say, how are you feeling? Because those are words that make people feel like, should I be feeling something right now? And it kind of can create anxiety in them, like they think that maybe they should be further along or something. So I don't really say, they've had 1 day of Slim. I ask questions like, did you love the taste? What did you think? Not how are you feeling? So they're constipated. You're gonna they're just starting, say that they come in and they're like, I haven't pooped for like 4 days. Really? Okay, so today I want you to take Slim and I want you to take 1 BioCleanse. Or if they haven't gone for 4 days, you might have them do Slim and 2 BioCleanse. The next day, check in with them. Let's add more BioCleanse. We want to get you pooping. You know, before we're going to add anything else into your regimen, we want to get you pooping. Also, big key, increase water. Water, water, water. With people constipated, typically they don't even drink enough water. Water can solve that problem pretty quickly. Change the time of day for their supplements. Like I said, looking at their schedule. You could consider adding Ease, maybe even VitaBiome. And again, encourage patience. So let's move on to headaches. How many people have had people start and have a headache like the first 2-3 days? That's because their blood sugars are totally changing, totally normal to get a headache. So with headaches, you want to increase water intake. Even if they say, oh, I'm drinking 8 glasses of water, let's increase it a little bit more. Could you get in even 1 more glass of water? You could also split Slim in half. So they could take Slim in the morning, half of it, and then the other half like in the afternoon. Also encourage them to take their supplements with food. It's going to help with absorption too. You could add milk thistle is really, really great for detox and things like that. You can slow down the supplements a little bit. Maybe if you give a chart that has a lot of stuff all at one time, maybe that was just like too much for their body. Can just kind of back up a little bit. You know, say the variety pack, for instance. There's a lot, right? It's like Metaburn, Balance, X Factor, like there's a lot in there. Back it up. They don't need to take Metaburn. They don't need to take Balance. Let's just back it up to the basics, the triplex, the Ease. Active is going to be a great one too, because that really helps with headaches. Just kind of get them through that. So if they were drinking a lot of water before, or if they were drinking a lot of caffeine, ask about their caffeine intake. We're still on headaches. Ask about their caffeine intake. If they were drinking a lot before, then went cold turkey, they're having like these rebound headaches. And some people, you guys, I've had them start Plexus and they like think, I'm gonna just go, like I'm quitting caffeine, like totally. And then I find out, oh my gosh, you were drinking like 6 sodas a day and you like went to nothing. Ah, that's why you have a headache. So ask if they're delaying any eating at all. That could be resulting in headaches or nausea as well. Okay, so moving on to low energy. If someone comes to you and says, my energy is like so, I can hardly function. Increase water. They can add a second Slim mid-afternoon. Ask them about caffeine intake. If they were drinking a lot before and went cold turkey, they're going to be exhausted. It's another thing to look for. Consider adding Active or Edge or Metaburn, whatever fits best with their health goals. Ask about sleeping habits and encourage adequate rest. Also something with that, this kind of goes into the next one, but don't have them taking some supplements late at night. Might help them to, it might make them not able to sleep, which goes to our next one, poor sleep. Someone comes to you like, oh my gosh, I'm not sleeping at all now. Okay, let's decrease caffeine intake to decrease caffeine intake later in the day. Maybe they're taking Metaburn like 3 in the afternoon or like 5. Ooh, let's not do that. You guys, I took Metaburn at 5 the other day and I was literally up all night. I was like, why was I up all night? And Terry's like, oh, remember I encouraged you to take your Metaburn at 5. Thanks a lot. I can't do that. I have to be like, no Metaburn after 3. It was just a reminder to me. I thought 1, I'd be okay, I'll experiment, but I didn't sleep. So anyway, decrease food intake later in the day too, if they're not sleeping well. You know, are they having like a 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock snack? They're not going to sleep very well. So these are just things that you can think about that you guys can write down and be like, okay, this person's having these issues. What are some questions I can ask them? How can I troubleshoot? Another thing with poor sleep, ask them if they would like to add Mega X. Mega X really, really helps sleeping. You could also take most of their supplements away from bedtime if they seem to be like, I take my supplements and then I like really perk up at night. You could take them away or do them earlier in the night. All right, who's got this one? I'm gaining weight. Gaining weight instead of losing. I'm freaking out. I'm 3 weeks into Plexus. I'm freaking out. So educate them on die-off and detox. That's what's happening. The body hangs on to a lot of toxins, and in the process of detox, there can be a flare of all of those toxins, which then are inflammation. Inflammation and retention of water. Again, are they pooping? How much water are they drinking? That's why water intake, movement, healthier diet during this time gives that extra support. Reassure them that this will pass unless they have increased their calorie intake, decreased their exercise, if they've suffered some kind of sickness or hormone shift. It's not the kind of weight that's going to stick around. So encourage them of that. You could also encourage them to add ease. That's why I always say, when people start, I love the variety pack because it has ease in it. But if someone starts with triplex, add ease. Renew combo, add ease. Any combo, add ease. It literally will help reduce the detox and die-off symptoms. Again, make sure they're moving, that they're not constipated. If they are, what are we going to do? What are we upping? BioCleanse, right? So, what else? What else? What else? Yeah, oh, MetaBurn. You could add MetaBurn to that as well. If they are gaining weight, great time to add MetaBurn. Talk to them about their food. What are you eating? What does your diet look like every day? Well, I don't know. We go to McDonald's 2 times a week. I don't know why I can't lose weight. Are you still drinking soda? Yeah, I'm drinking still like 3 sodas a day. Maybe instead of that, swap out some of that soda with a second Slim. Could do that. All right, let's talk about nausea. Sometimes people get kind of nauseated when they start. This can be a side effect of detox and candida die-off too. So have them take their supplements, any of them, with food. Someone's complaining of nausea. So you know what? Kind of like get something in your stomach first. If it's in the morning, like eat a small bowl of oatmeal or something before you take your morning supplements. They could change the time of day. They could half their doses. Make sure they're pooping 1 to 3 times a day, drinking water, add milk thistle or ease. There's kind of a rhythm here, right? Milk thistle, ease, water, pooping, kind of with everything, right? All right. Anyone have anyone that says they come to you and they're like, oh my gosh, I'm totally breaking out. I've got cold sores, skin sensitivity. I've got like something going on in my skin. Eczema's coming out. Anyone have that going on? So once in a while, one of my really, really good friends struggled with dermatitis, and it's kind of a rash around the mouth and stuff. And she was on antibiotics for an entire year, more than a year of antibiotics that treated this dermatitis. And she really went through some ups and downs as she started Plexus because it was really getting to the root cause. Plexus heals in these layers, and it got to the layer of this dermatitis, and it made the dermatitis come out. So because she was detoxing, you know, it will totally pass. Encourage water, encourage milk thistle, Epsom salt baths, ease again. Pooping 1 to 3 times a day will eliminate and get those toxins out faster. You can use the analogy of a pimple popping or a pimple coming to head and remind them that as we heal, things come to the surface. That's what was happening with my friend with this dermatitis. It came to the surface. you can possibly slow down on the products, consider starting with one at a time, just to make sure that they're not having a specific reaction to something. But generally, it is just like a pimple coming to the head. And if you have people that have previously struggled with acid reflux, heartburn, skin issues, different things like that, you will hear them say, I suddenly have heartburn. So what am I going to do about that? Are you drinking water? When are you taking your supplements? Are you taking it with food? Food has really helped people that I've helped that have heartburn issues. The water and pooping, all of those things. It's like kind of with everything, you've got those three things. Starting them on ease really, really helps too. But sometimes something can come back up to the surface that has been a struggle for years, and then it goes away. So just encouraging them through that. If you guys have questions, you can put them in the chat too, so I can watch for those. So here's some phrases that are so good. And you might have to come back and watch this again. So some phrases. When people are having some of these issues, you can say things like, you know what? It's normal when you begin pure clean supplements that actually have clinically proven amounts of ingredients to experience some detox or changes that make you go, How many of you guys, when you started Plexus, had any type of something that where you went, is this right? I had breakouts on my entire forehead. I had them on my cheeks. I had breakouts on my neck and on my back. It came out through my skin and I freaked out. But guess what? I wasn't drinking enough water. I wasn't pooping enough. And once I started doing those things, the skin cleared up. My skin has never been this good, ever. Some of the other things that you can say to people to help comfort them, and I love this one. We're going to get you through this and you're gonna feel amazing. This is the part of the healing process that just isn't super fun, but trust me, it's so worth it in the end. It's so, so worth it. Another one that I love, let's get you feeling better. This is really, really key, you guys. Let's get you feeling better. Tell me more about your water intake. How often are you pooping? How is your sleep, how your sleep and nutrition is? And what exactly are you taking? Let's get detailed. So how much of each thing and when? Then we can work out a new routine for you to keep going. So I just went through this with another person a few days ago. And I said, you tell me, because we give them a chart, we're coaching them, but sometimes they go a little off wonky, right? Little off what we're thinking they're doing. And she was taking Metaburn at like 8 and just different things. And so by me asking, you know, how are you pooping? How's your sleep? What's your nutrition look like? What are you taking? Like, you tell me, what are you taking and when? Even though I've given, you know, recommendations of when to start, what to start, and how many, people sometimes will just kind of do their own thing too. And so that's when you can ask that and you can pull back a little bit and go, okay, all right, let's get you feeling better. Let's map out a little bit of a different plan. Another one that's great is when you're experiencing what you're experiencing, it means you are a responder. You're responding to products. I love that. So someone comes to me and I know they're detoxing, you guys. My first thing is, oh my gosh, that's awesome. You're totally responding to the products, just as I thought you would. Your body is responding. Now let's make a few adjustments to help you get through this little brief period of time. Isn't that awesome? So that's really, really encouraging. Another thing that I love to say is, I know it's hard right now and we're adjusting a lot. It's not uncommon, but I know you wanted to get rid of XYZ. And we know that this was a possibility. But remember how we talked about that ease product when you started? I really think that this will help calm your inflammation and ease your body during this period. Let's add that to your subscription. So there's just a few things little tips on how you could respond. And then just a few little guidelines of some troubleshooting tips. Just know everybody's body is completely different. Sometimes just moving the time of day for them, the amount that they're taking, with or without food, is really all that's needed, right? Those are really, really simple. The suggestions on troubleshooting are just general. I've seen people constipated do better with just upping BioCleanse, or some people that have been constipated have actually done better with a little bit more ProBio 5, believe it or not. Or maybe even adding VitaBiome, adding ease. Some people need more probiotics to poop. Some need less. My experience, I've found people need more BioCleanse, more magnesium in the BioCleanse to get to pooping more. And I have found in my own personal experience with coaching people that if someone comes in with diarrhea issues, I am not going to start them with Slim and BioCleanse. I'm going to start them with Slim for a few days. I want to see that they're doing good on that. And then on about day 3, I'm going to introduce ProBio 5 to them. And typically within about 7 to 8 days, a person with diarrhea issues or IBS-D doesn't have that problem anymore. And so then I might up their ProBio 5 the second week to 2 ProBio 5s. And then I make sure that they are not having diarrhea issues for most of that time in that 10-day period or so, however long you need. And then I'll introduce 1 BioCleanse because they need the BioCleanse to be pulling out any toxins out of their body as well. They need that magnesium support. And I definitely make sure that they're on ease. So that's a tip with people with IBS-D or diarrhea issues. So using confident language, you know, you guys just don't be afraid to ask for help. Go into the team chat. If you have a situation where you're like, okay, I've got this gal, she's got this going on, you can go into the team chat, the Pink Passion team chat, ask a quick question. There's a lot of people in there that could answer that and might be able to help you just troubleshoot that a little bit if you don't know. So definitely utilize our team chat. There's so many people in there that can help and have been here for quite a while and have experienced a lot of these things. So in general, people with sensitive stomachs will feel better if they take their supplements with food. So if you know right off the bat, I've got a really sensitive stomach, I get sick every time I eat gluten or this or that or whatever, right there, that's your clue that, you know what, this person needs to take their supplements. We're going to start out slow and I'm going to have her take her supplements after she's eaten a little bit, get a little something in her stomach. So know that digestive changes are normal. We're messing with their microbiome balance in a good way. Remember, 6 weeks to 6 months for gut health to improve, 90 days for cells to regenerate. This takes time, right? The gut doesn't heal overnight. If they're continuing to eat out, if they're continuing to drink alcohol all the time, right? They're just not going to see results like they could. Right? And we can follow up with them and we can talk to them in a really loving way. I see that you aren't following through with the changes in your eating, your exercise, you know, you're not exercising consistently, you're not getting your body moving. What do you think that you could do more consistently so that you aren't sabotaging the products or your results? Sometimes like asking them, what do you think you could do to change things? They might say, and I've had people say, well, I guess I could probably stop going out to eat 3 times a week. Maybe we can eliminate pizza night. Maybe I shouldn't eat after 9 o'clock at night and have ice cream every night. But it's kind of nice when they come up with it. You can help them realize it themselves. It's more powerful that way than us telling them, you know, Jill, you probably shouldn't eat that ice cream at 10 o'clock at night. She's going to be like a kid and be like, I'm eating my ice cream at 10 o'clock at night. But if she realizes it, that's a different thing. Just some last tips, and then we're going to go quickly. Don't give up on people, you guys. Care about them. Just like the gym analogy, I hope you remember. When they join you, we want to take care of them. We want to guide them. We want to show them where the sauna is in the bathroom. We want to show them all the equipment. We want to show them that we care, right? Sometimes you can just go back to the basics. So if people are really struggling with a complicated routine and it's just too much, just try stripping it back and make it simple. You know what? Slim, active, ease. Perfect. Everyone loves that combo. Slim, active, ease. Less inflammation, great energy. Another simple one, slim, X Factor Plus, Vital Biome. Awesome. Slim, Metaburn, Balance. Great combo. Maybe slim and ease. Great combo. Slim and collagen. Right? Everyday wellness, immunity basics combo. Lean shakes twice a day and two bags of lean and slim. Right? So there's always things that we can do. There's always different things we can suggest. So I hope that this helped you a ton. I'm going to put that graphic that I showed you in the beginning. I'll put that in our business builder chat. You guys just keep that, you know, you can kind of look at it and it might help you. I think it helps a lot. Just going to check for questions. Oh, that's totally fine. Ah, Ryan, it happened at the YMCA. We didn't stay there for long. Yeah. So if we are seeing problems with people quitting their products 60 to 90 days into their journey, it just tells us that we need to sharpen our skills with helping them, supporting them, giving them customer service that they deserve, and digging in ourselves and learning how to troubleshoot. Because we're gonna troubleshoot. And as you see, it's really easy. Are they pooping? You know, are they drinking water? Are they pooping too much? Do you guys feel like those are pretty easy little tweaks? Good. Also, if you have people within your team, within your downline, say that there's a sponsor that shares with someone or someone on your team that shares with someone, but they're not giving that support. So that person is just in the gym alone, going to get overwhelmed, going to quit. It's up to us when you see that, or just to make sure, check in with those people, even if they're not your level 1 personal ambassador. Check in with them and see how they're doing. Talk to their sponsor about this and how important it is to support them. Because if people on our downlines are falling off 30, 60, 90 days, that right there is something to look at. It's like, all right, there's some holes in the ship and I need to fix it. And it's not about shaming ourselves. It is not about feeling bad. Don't feel bad right now if you are someone who feels like, I've had people join me and I totally didn't give them support, or I totally didn't know how to help them. Do not shame yourself. I don't want anyone to get off of here and feel bad, because what we don't know, we don't know. But now we do know. Now we do have tools that we can use to help troubleshoot, so we don't look back at who we could have helped. When I started, and the more I learned and the more I learned, I went back a year later to people and I said, oh my gosh, Jenny, when you started, I didn't have a clue what I was doing. And I know you quit in your first month, which I don't blame you because I probably didn't support you very well, but I would love to show you how to do this again, because I've learned so much since day one when you started and I was just brand new. What do you think? You know, I would love for you to give me a chance again. And she said yes. And she has now been with the company for 3.5 years. And so it's okay to say, I didn't do it before. So what? Now you can. And now you can go empower people in your downlines. If you see people not doing it, go and teach it. Show them this video. Say, I want you to watch this video and then I want to talk to you about it, because I really want to be sure we're giving everybody the support that they deserve. The gym analogy, we want people here. We don't want them leaving. We want them to have results. We know these products deliver results. Man, we see hundreds and thousands of testimonies and lives changed. So don't be afraid to reach into your team. Be a voice and help all the people that you can. Be sure that they're getting the support that they need. Okay. I'm gonna hit stop, and then if anyone has questions, I'll be here to answer it. Otherwise, I'm gonna let you guys go. But I love you guys. I hope this empowered you. If it did help you, please go into our Pink Passion team chat where everybody's in there and talk about like what you took away from it. That's gonna create excitement with other people. It's gonna make them curious to be like, maybe I should watch the recording. Okay. You're all here. We all know you're all here, but go into that team chat, like say what you love, say what value this had. And I love you guys. You're doing awesome. And I hope this just truly empowers you. Boom, boom, boom. All right.